Hey everyone, this is just a demonstration video, so there won't be any coding. I will skip the configuration. So I'm just going to show you the publisher, the subscriber node, the tests for both of those, and then the launch file. Is my publisher, so I'll just walk you through basically what I've done. I've just imported the libraries, then I've just initialized the actual publisher. So it's just going to be publishing defined by this counter, so it publishes at every 0.5 seconds, and it's just on a counter method. So it will just be able to increment from 1 all the way up to infinity because it's running on an open loop, and then so now we're on to the subscriber. We've just got the description and a basic overview of what we're going to create here. And then we move on to the needed libraries and then initializing the node. So we start by creating a node and naming it. And then this section is subscribing to the actual publisher channel. And then down here, we have the listener callback. We define it here. So it takes the counter, which is message.detail, and attaches it to I heard. So this will just run in a loop like the node every time a counter is published. So then we move on to running it. So as you can see, this is probably the most important line. We just spin it, so it will be able to keep going over and over again. It has 3 main different tests. So the first one verifies the node is created successfully. So it will check the node's name here, and then the publisher's attribute, and then what topic channel it's producing on. So the second test will verify the increment of the counter. So you can see assert equals initial -1, so that's just making sure the counter is going up by 1. And then finally, this is a precursor to the subscriber, just describing the message content format for the publisher. So this here is the subscriber, but we're just making sure it works. So node.1 will work when it is listening. So hopping on to the subscriber, the first test, we just again verify the subscriber is listening, so it can pick up the node's name, publisher's node name, the attributes exist, and then it's on the correct topic channel. So then after that, we verify the content being produced is correct, so it's in this proper format. So the last line will make sure it is correct. So those are the 3 main tests within the testing portion. Now if we close the test and then go to the launcher, this is where the magic happens. So it runs both the publisher, subscriber, and their related tests. So we start with a cleanup function, which we will utilize twice. So it just ensures that there's no nodes running and publishers, so it's a clean fresh start. So we first launch the publisher in the background through here, and then the subscriber in the front ground, and we attach it to a PID, so we can close the PID after 10 seconds and it will kill both. So after that, we use the cleanup function right here. We sleep for 1 section to allow the cleanup function to run, and then we run the tests. So the expected result should be 6 tests to run, and then we clean it up again. In part 2, I'm going to run the launch file. So when I was running the launch file, I came into a big error. So the error on the .sh was from kill, so it was only killing the parent and not the child. So there was a lot of issues around the Ghost PIDs. So with a bit of help from Google Gemini, I discovered if you build another one through the Python launch, it stops that problem. So I'll run you through the new launch. So I've imported all the libraries. So then I generated my 2 nodes, and I also renamed the topics just for a skill I'm learning. So after that, then I define the test. It's not the same as running a node because you need to run an execute process. So then we get down here. These comments, because I wasn't understanding execute process, is from Google Gemini. But if you go down here, notice node timemarks is running for 10 seconds, and then it will kill itself here. It will shut down. So after that, we wait 5 seconds. So the timer here, this is the important part. Period equals wait 5 seconds, and then we run the test. So we've all linked them up here in the launch description. I've already done the Procon build and the bash initializer. So to speed up this process, I've preloaded the command to run the new launch file, and I'm going to demonstrate now. So it's publishing both the publisher and the subscriber for 10 seconds, and then it will shut us down. So now what the important one is, it shut itself down, and we're waiting 5 seconds. So now after waiting 5 seconds, we've run all the tests, and you can see the results here. All 4 passed.